What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jesus Conde and today we're going to be working on this painting. I really feel that we finally achieved it. Got it to the end. I don't think I'll be working on this painting anymore. Yeah, let's work on that. Alright, so as you know, a lot of the progress that I did on this painting was based on references, but there's a point when the references are just not like very difficult to find. Like you can see pictures of koi fish for hours and not really find anything that the thing that you need. So in this case, what I'm doing is basically just drawing and painting, sketching some of the fish just to test if the idea that I had in mind kind of worked. And I'll be doing that even by copy pasting other of the fishes, and just with the lighting and a little bit of transformations, make them look kind of different overall, so they don't look all the same. And yeah, at the end, I believe it kind of worked. All of them look basically different because the lighting also helps a lot with that. Something that you guys, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a lot of post-production that I sometimes turn on and off. At some point, what you're gonna see is that I'm gonna leave that post-production effects on all the time, and I'm going to start painting on the top of everything. So that's something that you're gonna be looking at, that some of you may have not seen ever do on my channel. And that's basically when I believe that the painting is like done, and I just need like a couple of like finishing touches. Like I'm not going to go back too much and fix other things under everything else. So yeah, so right now, for example, I just copied that other fish and adding a little bit of that lighting coming from the fish, and that's basically gonna make it look different than the other ones on the other side, but it's the same thing. It's the same fish. So now that I have all those ingredients, I really feel like this is starting to come together, like the level of intensity that I wanted to demonstrate on the painting. It kind of starts to make sense now. And some people could think that, well, now it looks just busy with a lot of stuff, but I do like it this way. And it doesn't have to be extremely detailed either. Like you can have some of the fish not be extremely detailed, so it doesn't look like too charged, too intense, like more intense than it is. And right now, I was somebody comment on the channel that I should have the how you say that, make the dark part make a little bit more sense, because it looks like it was disconnected with the background. So I was trying these layers that make everything that is dark kind of get a tint of another color, and I did that for the post-production pass. So the black is gonna be a little bit bluish now, so it looks less disconnected from the rest of the painting, which of course makes sense. I did try it before with another layer, but I think it was too soft, way too soft for people to catch on that, and it did look disconnected, especially right now when on the painting process, because on none of those effects are turned on at this point. It's just a group of layers that I have that I turn on and off constantly. But at some point you're gonna see me just turn that on and continue painting on top of everything. So it's gonna be more clear what the end result actually is gonna be. Right now it's just a lot of, yeah, there's a lot of disconnection from the background to the girl. One of the things that like this is how it actually looks with all the layers and everything turned on. And now I'm erasing a little bit of the light that comes out of the fish, so I can kind of see the side that is the side of the fish that is looking to us. And now I'm gonna have to add some super scattering on the fish that are on this side, on the foreground, so it looks like the light is going through them. I do need another one here, so I'm gonna take this one and put it there. And I'm starting with the bluish colors because I want to make that contrast from the warm that is coming from the fish that is lit up to the other ones. And that's basically what I'm doing that. I'm actually later gonna pump some of those warm colors so it looks even more like warmer, and add some orange and yellow on it like this. And now I'm adding that super scattering effect on the fins, so it looks like the light is actually coming through. And now it's starting to make more sense, the lighting, because if you see it this way, it looks like just I don't know, like an aquarium painting or something, you know, like it's not doesn't look at all convincing. Not that I'm trying to achieve hyperrealism or anything. I actually want it to look kind of fantasy, but right now it does feel like super disconnected, and it needs that. It needs that kind of like blending of the scene in general. I was trying to copy the same one, but also make a little bit of changes on everything so it doesn't look exactly the same, like the same fish everywhere repeated. And as you can see on the left side, on the references, I did added like a color change, so I kind of have a better idea of how it looks, at least a little bit, how it looks with the orangey color. And now with a bluish tone, everything with a bluish tone, so darker. So I know kind of where the colors go when they're in shadow. And that's something that I kind of like, I don't do it too much, but I did need it for this time. It felt like if I didn't do that, like I wasn't going to understand what the hell colors to use or anything. So when in doubt, you can actually do that. You just use your same reference, but if you need to change a little bit of color from it or tint it with another color, you can put like a new layer with the color that you want it to look more like, and put a color pass, like a color blending mode, or multiply would make everything darker and also tint things a little bit, which is what I did with that dark layer. And now I can almost grab the colors from there directly. And now I kind of like this idea more of having the fish around her and making the light make more sense in general. Like it does feel like it has something going on around her that's interesting. Before it really didn't feel like that. It felt like just, you know, a couple of fish just swimming around the robot girl. But now it looks more intense, looks more attractive to me. And what else can I tell you about this painting? I think I'm gonna be done with this one. The next episode you will see is gonna be a new one, completely new one. It's already started, by the way, which is it's more like a portrait looking image, and with a butterfly on the tip of the nose. And then I do have other couple of ideas that I want to try, and they're gonna be with some paintings that are already started, but hopefully I can find a good way to make them more like original. Because yeah, this is something that I've been struggling with also. Like I made these images and then I feel like they're not cool enough, or they need more to look more interesting. And sometimes I get it, sometimes I don't. For example, if you ask me which one is more interesting between this one and the other one that I did before, which you will see them eventually, I will say this one is more boring in general. Like it's a different kind of vibe. So, and the next one, the one with the butterfly, I'm really excited about that one because it's more contained. It's like more minimalistic, right? I could actually spend less time on that one and end up with something with a cooler idea, which is really interesting to think about. Like you don't have to you don't have to have like this crazy image with a lot of detail and things going on around to have something good. If you can avoid that, that will be actually better, I think, because minimalistic paintings or ideas tend to be more concrete, like less complicated, more simple to see and understand. Like this one is like, okay, it looks cool, but then the other one, the one that I'm doing with the butterfly, you guys will see, it's more like I don't know, I feel like it's just a better idea in general. So you'll see what I mean. Hopefully tomorrow I'm trying to actually keep this every day so you guys can see the progresses. And these images will be eventually be sold in some platform, but I don't know yet where it's gonna be. I haven't decided, and it's been really interesting to work on this with this mindset of producing art that could be sellable or could be interesting for some people. Not that I'm trying to do something just for the selling. I'm actually trying to do something that I feel happy with. You know, I mean, with all the work that you do in a studio, or yeah, like sometimes I when I did personal work, it was more like trying to do something that what other people were doing, like vehicles and cities and stuff like that. And I like doing all the stuff, but it didn't have anything that I could call like mine, you know, like this is the stuff that I do. And I'm trying to go for this robotic mechanical girl. I'm not saying at all that I'm the one that came up with it, because I know plenty of people does the same thing. But I do feel that I enjoy it a lot, and that's what I'm trying to do now on my free time, to do stuff that I really enjoy. And yeah, I think this is gonna be it, guys. I don't think I could add anything else that will make it look better. I think I could actually destroy the image if I do too much changes. Let me know what you guys think about the result. I hope you like it, and see you next time, guys. Please leave a comment and a like. It really helps. Thanks.